Okay, so this isn't my review of Bumblebee, but what it is a review of the Bumblebee prequel comic, which in hindsight shouldn't even be called that, because that's some serious false advertising right there. No, Bumblebee from Cybertron with Love is called by IDW, the official, the quote-unquote official prequel to the Bumblebee movie. But I was talking to my friend, before I even read it, my friend Jason Voorhees 2011 told me, yeah, that comic has no bearing on the plot whatsoever. In fact, it shouldn't even be called a prequel because it doesn't focus on anything that could build up to the movie, and in fact, a lot of the continuity doesn't follow it. So, yeah, there's some false advertising for you. And what this is pretty much, for those of you who wanted a Transformers James Bond crossover, yeah, this is the closest you're going to get, because the writer, John Barber, who had been writing Transformers for a while now, of course doing like Combiner Wars, and was heading a lot of the Cybertron stuff for a while, this is his comic. This is a 4-issue miniseries, and yeah, I gotta say, it's alright. It's passable, even though, yeah, it's kind of a letdown that this isn't like a real prequel to the comic. Probably because, from what I understand, and again, I could be wrong on this, but from what I understand is that when they said they wanted to do a official prequel comic, they didn't give IDW anything to go on with the movie. You know, they couldn't do anything that they could tie into with the movie, so they unfortunately had to just go off of something else. So yeah, which sucks, because I was like, well, if that's the case, why didn't you just instead of doing this weird 60s era story, why didn't you just do a mission on Cybertron? Why didn't you just do a mission on Cybertron with Bumblebee? Sure, do that. That'd be cool. I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard. Whatever. So anyway, in this continuity of this pseudo-Bayformer universe, Bumblebee is being handed out by Sector 7 to MI6. Don't ask me why Sector 7 is letting them have Bumblebee, even though, I know it's a whole thing, but I guess in this version, Sector 7 just rents out Autobots or whatever to MI6 to stop a conspiracy that is being perpetrated by the Decepticons to essentially start a World War III. That whole chestnut. Now, what I like is that I like period pieces. I really like period piece spy stuff, and I am a James Bond fan. So to have the closest we're going to get to a Transformers James Bond crossover is kind of fun. Also, the character in here, Agent Reeve, is pretty fun. He is, he's like Bond, but they call bullshit out on him every time, and I like that. I also like the female sidekick, Diana Lux. The problem is that everything that kind of is important, like the whole Bumblebee works for Sector 7, and they're just renting him out to MI6 for whatever reason. They're like, yeah, that's just in passing, and a lot of vital information just kind of feels like it's in passing for a 4-issue miniseries. Almost like they were trying to, do with the best they had in such short notice. Go figure. The action's pretty fun. Bumblebee is very chipper. He's very, kind of sarcastic in here, and he's a pretty fun character. It is cool to see a lot of the Decepticons in here. Of course, Megatron's not in here, or Starscream. We do get Blitzwing, who, funny enough, even though Blitzwing's like the main antagonist of the Bumblebee movie, Blitzwing doesn't show up until like the 3rd comic in this 4-part miniseries. So he literally doesn't show up Blitzwing literally does not show up until like the 3rd part, halfway through this book. Like, you would think that he would be, like, Blitzwing would be the big boss in charge, but no, it's a little Decepticon who looks like that shitty version of Wheelie, although, to be fair, every version of Wheelie's shitty, named Malignus, who is trying to start this whole war, and be, like, the new Megatron. I know I'm spoiling some stuff from this comic, but I don't think any of you guys really care. So yeah, we also get some other cool Decepticons in here. We get Dead End, who they make a joke of, like, he always says his name's like, "You have now reached your dead end," or "This is your dead end." And they're like, Jesus, dude, stop using your name in sentences. We also have Astrotrain, who makes just a quick cameo. Literally, Astrotrain is here, one panel, and then he's like, I'm out! Bounce! And that's it. The main focus is this character named Diabla, who is like Bumblebee's love interest that, kind of follows the trope of, the bad Bond girl that was trying to seduce the agent. That was fun. Also, we get the Sharkticons in here. Yeah, we get the Sharkticons in here. And they don't really explain of why a lot of the Decepticons are here on Earth. We also get a cameo of Jetfire, which was kind of fun, even though he comes from... That Jetfire is like, why? And also from probably the worst movie of the franchise, which is saying a lot, considering how bad this franchise is, with one movie, with one good movie, that being the one in theaters right now. Like I said, it does play on a lot of like the James Bond tropes, and you can clearly see John Barber clearly wants to get in touch with Dynamite to do Transformers James Bond, which would be all kinds of fun. Either that, or he's just really mad that IDW didn't get the comic rights to James Bond and Dynamite got them first. I'm more prone to believe it'd be the latter of the two. Like I said, if you're a major Transformers fan, I would say pick this up, or if you're interested about the movie, but like I said, you don't need to read this to understand some stuff in the movie. You really don't. Even I haven't seen the movie, so yeah. So, is it worth buying? I'd say if you were, like, really hyped for the movie and just like, yeah, I want to read something cool. I did. It's not bad. I got this at Walmart for about $11, so I don't feel too bad about, sinking this much money into it. Now, if I had spent like $20 on this, I'd have been a little more pissed off. I was like, I'm at peace with it. It's not. I don't know how many times I'll reread it because it is Bayformer universe, but it's like, what I will give is that the Bayformer universe reads better in the IDW comics because IDW knows how to write these characters, so you got to give them credit for that. But other than that, it's just it's just decent. It's just a decent comic all around. So I'll give it that much. So there you go, guys. Like I said, you don't have to read this to understand the movie. This is like its own continuity. Again, I wonder why this comic is the way it is, but whatever. So, yeah, there's pretty much my review. If you have read this comic, comment below, let me know what you guys thought of Bumblebee from Cybertron with Love. Did you guys like it? Hate it? Yeah, like I said, just comment below, let me know. Once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.